loading in. Also, to my patrons, I lied. I had one more thing to add to the list. I have another thing that I also want to add to the list, but I decided not to. I'll just, like, do it anyway, I guess. Hey, Gran! It's Gran! She's here! Hello, Gran! It'll take Mikey a second to also say hi, because he's playing a game, so he has to tab out. I know. It's so funny for hello for, by the way. I had I'm like, damn, I'm running out of ideas. I don't know. I'll just type some stuff in, and then as soon as I hit the enter button, I was like, but wait, this thing. Oh, wait a minute. This also. Like, and hello, Biotic. Welcome to the thing. Our friends with their incredibly silky, shiny hair. I don't know if it's the lighting in this place, but, like, damn. Everybody gotta have pretty hair. What the fuck? Alright, anyway. What are we doing? Lift down. Okay. There's only one way to go. I don't have anything to level up. Right? Right. Yes. Okay, cool.
Oh, you can clean it, right?
Stay still.
It's a small cut.
Even breaths, Market.
The blight. It's in my blood, isn't it? Your face gives you away.
I know his name was Makith, but it had a Y on the end, and so my name was like, Mikey, yes. My brain was like, Mikey, yes. I picked up a schematic for Illyrium-infused staff? I'm sorry? Can I build shit while I'm down here?
So
yes!
The king involved a surfacer.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a goddamn second. What the fuck did I pick up? Hello? Oh my goodness, look at it. It's so pretty. Alright, hold on a minute. How much damage does mine do? Because that's 136. 157. Okay, so not as good, but potentially good. Potentially great. We'll deal with that later on. But, like, look at it. It's so pretty. Oh, Biotic says, I was at D&D on Monday. Can you tell me where we are in the game? We have just started the DLC for, The Descent. Oh, I feel like this is gonna be absolutely fucking gorgeous staff. Fuck it, I'm making the staff. I'm making the staff. We spent all of our shards that we currently have at the Oasis. I customized everybody's armor. I upgraded all of their armor, the people who needed it. And now we're down here, and I just picked up a whole bunch of cool shit. So, like, fuck. Okay. 10% to your stats on success. 100% chance. Focus gain, extra focus. 5% chance to cast Mind Blast. 2% to cast Fear. Movement when not hurt. 10% chance to apply Walking Bomb. That's pretty nice. Abilities cost 10% less. I believe my armor has a buff. Yeah, my armor's got a buff that makes me do more damage, so let's have things cost less. I think that's a good idea. Let's just make sure. 7.5%. 20% less. Alright, get in there. 115, 102, 155, 136. Yeah, they did give me a whole bunch of dragon bones. Oh, this is what changes... Oh, this is what changes the damage type it does. Oh, I see! Let me see if anything else in here will make it stronger. No, alright. You get in there. Yeah, that's why they gave me all of the dragon shit. That's why they gave me all the dragon shit. Critical damage bonus. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. Why can't I craft the item? Requires 8 cloth. Okay. I have done it. Requires 26 metal. I did it. I did it. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, leather. I didn't pick leather. I was too overzealous. Oh my god. 10% sunder's not bad. 35% armor penetration's good. 10%. I want the bleed. Let's make them bleed. And hello, Doc. Nobody notified the Discord? Oh my god, you're right. I thought I was on the ball. I was all good, and then I just didn't. Oh my god, let me do that. Oh. I am not on the ball. I'm so sorry. I'm taking care of that right the heck now. Doing it right the heck now. That is also not the right place to be putting this. This is the wrong chat. Oh my god, you guys. There. I did it. Now we're where we should be. Oh my goodness. Is there something that does not fire damage but does a lot of it? It's cold damage. 15, 115. It's really only the dragon bone that does such a powerful, such a strong thing. Yeah, I think it really is just the dragon bones. Okay, well, it's gonna be fire. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Staff. Yes. Oh, and hello, Chaotic. I'm sorry, I'm not on the ball tonight. I did not see people. Brain is all fucked up. Ah! Yes. Fire runes, frost rune. Well, that's all non-staff only. A major cleansing rune. Inflicts bonus damage against Ren's Templars and Darkspawn. I'll take that. There you are. Alright then. Where do I... That's crafting the armor. Where do I put the thing into the thing? I do it over here. Excuse me, gentlemen. Hee-hee! Done! Perfect. Oh. Gorgeous. What's all this? You can have this. Enjoy. Alright, there we go. Okay, now we can go for realsies. Now that I have a beautiful, beautiful staff.
Right?
I'll see if I can tint it later. We'll see what kind of cool colors we can make this thing. Oh, I could tint it with storm colors. It'd be iridescent. Nah, it's not crappy. It's just not as good as this one. It's also funny because it's got Andraste on it. I'll probably make him a lyrium one later. That is not the right button. This is the correct button. You cannot tint weapons? Boo. Sad. 0 out of 5 stars. How disappointing.
I hope we don't run into an emissary.
Oh, thank God we're talking.
Oh, now we definitely will.
I take it emissaries are bad.
Most darkspawn are mindless killing machines, connected by the blight. But emissaries are intelligent and use magic.
He's invisible. I hate that I can see the eyeball models and the teeth models when things are invisible or ghostly. It's so creepy. Oh. BioWare, why did you do this? You made them horrifying. This game is just awkward. Yeah. For a minute, as slow as it was going down, I did think they weren't going to say anything. I was going to be like, damn, okay, well. Same kind of effect technology they were using in KOTOR. Yeah. There is something I can claim over here.
Shrieks. It had to be shrieks.
Ah, the
Uncle
Stampy
used all
boys.
kinds of darkspawn.
Hi. Ow. Do you mind?
Everyone's got their feelings.
Teach it. Let me get out of the way. So I can do buttloads of damage. Just sauntered up over here like, yeah, don't worry, it'll be fine. Just drive. Oh, he was invisible but on fire. Ah, we've unlocked the Shriek. Let's have a look at that in a second. Darkspawn teeth! Great. Fantastic. Let's find us a Shriek. There's a Genlock. Aha. The pleasure Cassius takes in dissecting the beast is repugnant. A Genlock was on the operating table today. The man actually giggled as he put the knife to the monster's chest and black blood pooled from the incision. I wonder what sound it would make if it was still alive, he mused, pulling back the flaps of thick, pale skin. I don't know, gargling? If Cassius caught my tone, he ignored it and continued gabbing. So much muscle, and look at the hands! They're almost twice the size of the feet! Fetch me a jar! I obeyed and then stood back, covering my mouth to avoid the splatter as he removed each appendage. Jesus Christ. He separated the head last and held it up to the candlelight. The broodmother that spawned this creature was once a dwarf, what I wouldn't give to study one. Another jar, please. As Cassius dropped the head inside the glass container, I swear I saw the putrid eyes blink. I don't know how much more I can stomach. An excerpt from the Blighted Code, a classified collection of studies on the Darkspawn held safely in the Imperial Library in Minrathous, available only to members of the Magisterium. Gross. Where's the Shriek? The Shriek. Oh, hello! I didn't expect the eyes. You can tell that this used to be an elf. Not just because of the ears, but also because they're so dang skinny. An entire unit went into the ground, and only Tarquin returned. Sierra found him bloody and shaking. We asked what happened, but got only incoherent mumbling for answers. Sierra isn't taking it well. She's close with Tarquin's family and fears how Magister Natasia will react when we deliver what's left of her son. I still have hopes his mind will recover. Tarquin needs rest and wine. That's all. It's been nearly a fortnight, but Tarquin is showing progress. He no longer rocks, knees tight against his chest on the bed. Yesterday, he even let Sierra hold his hand. The mumbling has turned to silence, but I think that words will come soon. We sent another unit down to investigate. Unsurprisingly, evidence of a bloodbath greeted them. Sierra believes Tarquin's unit was ambushed. Half-eaten bodies and angry wounds from crude weapons point towards Darkspawn. Tarquin spoke today. Only one word, but it was enough. Shriek, shriek, shriek. Sierra held him as the shaking returned. An excerpt from the Blighted Codex, a classified collection of studies on the Darkspawn held safely in the Imperial Library in Minrathous, available only to members of the Magisterium. Well, what is this? When you use an energy shield in KOTOR, you get a body-shaped bubble all over you that pulsates, which makes it really funny when you're in dialogue and you have the shield going over your eyes and your nose and your lips. Oh, God. I like what Iron Bull says when Ren complains about shrieks, says Chaotic. Quote, I am partial to ogres. Great racks. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess Iron Bull would be one to appreciate such things, I suppose. He always looks on the bright side. Oh, by the way, it hasn't started yet, but we're supposed to have a wicked storm here. At least they said we were going to. So if for some reason I just all of a sudden vanish, that's what happened. He will. There's an expedition here. Oh, hello. Dwarven mug. Pride of Nalthur. The words, let them eat steak, are etched onto the side of this well-worn tankard. Okay. Torn page from a journal. Stone blind Kalg, they chanted. Their grubby fingers pushed my face into the ground, scraped the flesh from my ear, spilled blood. 2 thumbs made black spots in my vision. Their voices were loud, so loud, but I hear her the loudest, the stone. When they left me in the quiet dark, she remained. Her soft lullaby told me of a way I could return, a song of my own. Filled with Mother's love, I gathered singing stone by hand. They said it would poison me, but Mother would never do that, not to her son. Within the melody are secrets meant only for me.
This belonged to an exiled dwarf. He was experimenting with Rolerium.
Unlock. Recovering barreled treasure is now available. Cool. Well, the next time we pop up there, we can do that. I'm assuming we'll probably have to go back up there once or twice. At least.
You'll want to periodically go back there. Also, note that you should explore very thoroughly every nook and cranny when you delve deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you wanna explore it. The whole point really is finding lore and other.
How is there lightning
interesting
down
goodies.
here? What the fuck? Okay,
Lightning?
good. Yeah, every once in a while the screen goes and blinks white. And it's like, yeah, there it goes again. And I was like, is this lightning? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. That's.
Is the game freaking out?
Yeah, I think it's a lightning bug.
Okay. It looks like lightning. Doc says, oh, hi, Mikey. I didn't realize you were here. Yeah,
I'm here.
Mikey's playing some Assassin's Creed, so he's on push to talk. Hello.
This door. There's something strange about it. Looks like our construction, but... It's missing gears. We have to find them. It's our only way through.
Oh, excuse me. Install the gears. Oh, it requires 3. Okay. I thought I could just put it in whatever place it was supposed to be. Ah, here's one.
This gear is warm to the touch. Strange. I don't recognize that metal. But we should only need one more.
Surprise. Oh, really? The stairs blocked it? Oh my god. There. Now you can have it. Gears of War Inquisition Edition. Oh. There's the emissary. Solus, please let me through the door. I can't see. Stop screaming. Blah. Ooh, there's a lot of loot in here. More teeth. Oh, they're all torches. Oh, so we have to somehow a thing.
We have enough of these odd gears. Let's head back to the door.
1 second. I want to figure out how to open this. So I'm guessing if I light one, the others will change somehow. Yeah. Okay, so I have to... It's one of these puzzles. Check. Okay, so that's the way back out. It's one of these. Whoops. Let me put this one out and see what happens. Uh-huh. to do it. Oh, no, it didn't. I see. What about you? And you put both of them out. And turning this one on turns that one off. Yes. So now they're all off. Turning this one on does not turn that one on. This one's kind of got to be first, I think. Excuse me, gentlemen. Maybe if that one's on, this one will turn that one off instead. Okay, so they turn off the ones next to them if they're on. Which makes this a bit of an annoying puzzle. Okay. Does this one turn that one off? It does. Okay. And this one will turn that off if I turn it on. Alright, that's what I thought. Okay. There we go. Cool. Ooh. Have stagger on hit. Stagger's nice. Okay, so which one is this? Okay, good. There we go. And go. Oh wait, do we get a belt? It's per belt of staggering. It's healing. Cool. He's still in the corner over there, staring menacingly. Serpent stone. Yummy. Baby! It's our little lamprey boy. His face is so doofy. Boop. Delicious. Oh.
What sod is that?
I know what this is! Alright, tell me where they have to go. Killing me softly. The song is soft but hard to crack. I hear the words, I can even taste them, but I cannot say them. Maybe Mother needs me to remove my teeth. Oh! That's unfortunate. Solve the puzzle. Words in every page of this book have been crossed out. Spidery scribbled notes fill the margins. Builder's Tower, such an old game. Not just for children, no. Big cannot cover small. Left moves right, piece by piece. They'll never know. They'll never find what happens when the towers move. I found it, but I have no need of it anymore. I believe we have to move the puzzle. I think we have to move it to the middle. Wait, can I just take the... Okay. Whoa. Okay, so it's just floating in the air. Got it. Okay. So small can go on top of big.
Small can go on top of big,
Small can go on big.
but big cannot go on small.
Yes. I'm not sure where the tower needs to move exactly, but...
Over to the right, to the complete opposite side.
Okay, that's what I figured. But I thought I'd reconstruct it over here.
It irritates me that they just had one sound for moving those around.
Success.
Only a lyrium-addled mind would hide secrets behind such madness.
Such madness. It's fine. Ooh. A gilded Bianca grip. That's worth it. Get in there. I like puzzles like that. They're fun. They're pretty straightforward, and I don't want to say that they're easy on the off chance
Ren,
that...
I'm sorry about Bernat. You served with him a long time.
It was quick. And Bernat returned to the stone with honor. We should all be so lucky.
It's all right to be upset.
I'm too old to be upset.
No. But yeah, I don't want to say, oh, they're easy on the off chance that there's somebody here who does not find them to be easy. Because that would just be rude. But I find them fun, and I am particularly good at them.
You were the one who solved those puzzles that I made for a D&D game that one time.
Yes, that is true. I am the one who did all of them. Hi! You're invisible too. Everybody invisible. Doc said, I'm now on my phone making egg salad, so I have to keep an eye on the pot. Ah! Hard-boiling eggs. I know that everybody kind of has their own way of doing it, but I just put the eggs in, and when the water boils, I put the lid on and take them off. And then I leave it there for 10 minutes, so I don't have to look at it. And then it's done. Gates of Sigramar. Elaborate hand-carved stamps have formed the smudged ink letters on this parchment into a symmetrical pattern. I obey the Creator. My tasks are clear. Commands will be fulfilled. There's golems somewhere nearby. Barriers, divisions to conquer, mazes, prisons to redeem, carvings, wounds to heal. My 3 sacred duties, I must not fail. Doubt is my companion. Write down the questions, hope to learn answers. Who weaves the sigil? What does it summon? How does it trigger? The Creator knows everything, but still I ask, why am I chosen? I think a golem made this. But I wonder if the,
It's open. Keep any gears we find. We may need more. And if we don't, I want to study them. Whatever they're made of wasn't mine down here.
Trying. Your Liara Tusoni is coming out here. I know that that's her VA. And you can really hear the same kind of excitement that she has in Mass Effect. Haven't played them, but I've seen clips. I know what she sounds like.
A lot of people think she sounds really stoic in Mass Effect.
I mean, she is sort of like... She does seem to want to, like, try to be more reserved in Mass Effect, but the same excitement anytime she talks about a Prothean anything is there. Koei Liara can Baltic about to play. I like Liara. She's silly. I can't wait to play the actual game so that I, like, you know, have first-hand experience and not just, you know, whatever little bits I pick up from the internet or you or whatever, you know? Shkuz. Gentlemen.
The rhythm of the
Ooh.
tremors. It echoes through the stone. This way.
A blood-stained gear. There's another one over there. Let's look at this first. Aha! Another bloody gear. Another reason I tend to pick all of the plants in an area is so that I don't get their ping on the map confused with something I want to pick up. Sacrificial gates. Okay. Ah, for that one. Install bloodstained gears. So let's have a quick... Okay, so that's the place we want to go. So this is a side thing. Just fine.
Another strange door. Who put these here? And why?
This one uses a different kind of gear from the others.
Oops, did not mean to cut that conversation off. Some of the hand-stamped ink letters on this parchment are hastily smeared over each other. Only the following words are legible. The creator provides tools. Burning wheels lower gates. I break the lines, forge the broken sigil. Locked the way behind, claws raking the door, scattered all the keys. What trails my steps? It does not matter. There is only forward.
We don't have to open it. My stone sense leads the other way. Though I am curious to see the other side.
I am
You
too.
always are.
Allah!
That scar on your nose is new.
Yeah. Fell out of bed.
You sleep on the ground.
Surprised me too.
I like him. Oh, another gear. Another bloody gear. But we didn't need it for this door, which is interesting. Varric. Let's see. Our Revenant! Well, come here. Oh, these are human skeletons and not dwarven, which is kind of hilarious. I know it's because they only had one skeleton model, but it still amuses me. Oh, hello! Stop it. Jerk. Is it Shale? Oh, it would be kind of cool if it was Shale, wouldn't it? Although I think that canonically Shale went to one of the, she went with, or they, rather. They went with, oh god. Wynn. They went with Wynn. I remember Wynn's name by remembering that there's a character on DS9 that I don't like that has her name. Kai Wynn. Who's the bitch? Fuck away from me. I eat it through the walls. Maybe the people wanted to have big doors for fun. That's true. There's plenty of places where we have big doors just because people who made them wanted to have them be big. Like the Vatican. Or the, actually lots of churches and temples and other religious sites have really big doors. They don't need them, but they have them because... Die.
Big equals good.
Big equal important. That's why people who are important wear big hats. Or at least people who want to feel like they're important. Sometimes they're not important at all. They need the big doors for the Nephilim? Oh! You've seen those too, have you? Shale went to Deventer, but after Wynn's death, Shale went alone on her own. Oh, I see. So, we don't know where Shale went. A revered defender longsword. Ooh. Sandra may want that. A superb cooldown amulet. Oh, whoa. Ooh, there's so many pretty things in here. Do I want to regenerate things at a higher rate or have my cooldown be even less? Tempting. Kind of like having endless mana. I'll give that to Sarah. It's also possible she was just written out of the series because of her voice actress passing away. I mean, that is true, Chaotic. It likely is that reason exactly, but, you know, coming up with a story reason is also important. Although, I'm not opposed to people taking on the roles of individuals who have sadly passed away. Like Uncle Iroh in Avatar Last Airbender. It was really sad when Makoto passed away, but... we needed a voice. I like to believe that Shayla's still out there being a badass. Likely they are. To be honest. They are very likely out there. Huh?
Killing pigeons.
Killing pigeons, yes. Hold on, I have to turn you up. Accidentally made you too quiet, I think. There we go. Murdering every pigeon they find. Warden Alisa's diary. Or Alasa. Ilasa? Alsa. Okay. I've never had a...
Let me look at it.
A-I-L-S-A.
Alsa.
Alsa. I've never had...
Ilsa.
Ilsa. I've never had a diary before. The wardens kept me too busy, but now I'm dying, and there's no one to talk to. I'm alone with the music in my head growing louder. I always wondered how wardens knew when they heard the calling. I asked Liam once after too many drinks. You'll know, he said. And I did. At first it was just a whisper, a creak in the door hinge I could put off oiling, but soon all I could hear was the music. It was there when I swung my staff and wiped the sweat from my brow. It lingered in Liam's laughter and stalked my dreams. I can't explain the song, but I knew. It's a poison that grows in the mind and then consumes the body. I came here to die. In death, sacrifice, but I won't go quietly. I cut through the Darkspawn horde, expecting to find only more of them the deeper I traveled, but nothing has matched my expectations. Deep roads brought to mind Darkspawn, dwarven ruins, caverns, and death. But there's an entire underground world here. Just today, I came across plants with lyrium-streaked vines. I took a bath in a lake that held crisp, fresh water and cautious animals large and small that I'd never seen before. I can't be the first warden to witness such wonders. I was distracted by the curiosities yesterday. Was it yesterday? I let my guard down and got comfortable. Easy to do when you know death's inevitable, but then I stumbled across something horrible. I smelled it before I saw it. Bodies. Hurlocks, genlocks, creatures I didn't recognize. Hundreds of them mutilated, tortured, and thrown into pits. I ran. Didn't see the hole. Couldn't move my legs. They look like they should hurt, but I can't feel it. The music is too loud and the hunger's too strong. I can still crawl. I don't want to die like this. Oh, that's probably where they died. This also was a mage, and she must have allowed herself to be possessed. That would explain the Revenant. If that was indeed her, yeah. She did
This
say
Great
that she
Warden
swung
had
her
a map.
staff.
Could be important.
She
Well,
did
keep in
s-
mind, corpses can also be possessed.
That's true as well. I think that that's all that was in here, but we're gonna make a quick run around the room just in case. But yeah. So that's sad. God. You just start imagining what it must be like for them down here when shit like this happens. Like, that letter alone has proposed so many interesting, like, ideas. Like, one, you know, most importantly, one that stands out is, like, what the fuck dug a hole, ripped up a whole bunch of darkspawn and other things, and just kind of tossed them in there? Like, what the fuck? I guess it wasn't darkspawn, unless it was one of the smart ones that can talk. Could be the architect. Still. Ooh. Hey there, buddy! Ow! Hey! Oi! Oh, I was hoping they'd come up here so I could just get them, but fine, whatever. Die. And just to keep an eye on them for when they start running at us. We need to get behind them. They're just bouncing our spells off their shields. Alright, here we go. Over here so I can see better. Die!
Kill Darkspawn like you've been doing it your whole life, Inquisitor.
He means that as a compliment.
You're famous, even down here. Is it true you killed a dragon?
I've killed several, as a matter of fact. They are noble beasts. I've killed one or two, or yes, and it was glorious. I'm gonna say yes, and it was glorious.
You haven't lived till you felt their wings pulling you in.
I can't even imagine. Tell me about their teeth. I've heard they don't all breathe fire, and their scales have different colors and patterns.
Yes!
Careful, Ren. I believe you're drooling.
Let's sit down and talk dragons when we set up camp. Trust me, bro, they're cool. Oh, how? Okay. Yep, alright. Regrets, I've had a few. To fucking take a dive off of here. Boys! You can't just do that to me. Not fair. Volta, can you please say Commander Shepard for us? Yeah. Chaotic says about Alsa, assuming that they were a mage, which they likely were. A mage grave warden who goes on their calling, allowing a demon to possess them to fight the Darkspawn in the Deep Roads. That is a risky gamble. In a way, though, In a way, though, actually, that's kind of an interesting plan. Because the demon doesn't, you know, want to be killed by the Darkspawn. It doesn't know how to get out. And it's going to keep your body going for a long time after you're gone. So if you're going to die, it might actually be kind of a decent plan. Trap that fucker down here.
It's a fairly harmless area to get possessed overall.
Yeah. And we have seen that there are people who do get possessed by demons down here, like that Fear demon that was down, or was it Fear? I think it was Fear. Hello. The one that had was floating around down here eating the... No, it was hunger. It was eating the starvation of the spirits that were down there. So we're gonna have a few ads in about 20 seconds. so I'm gonna try not to chitty-chatty too much while that's going on. It's been interesting seeing how other streamers handle stuff like that. Most of them just keep on talking regardless, but like Julia and Jacob wait. They go on mini breaks when the ads play. Oh, a big boy. Joke's on you, I have a full focus bar. Before we start though, drink that. Okay. I don't really want to fight them in such a small area, and I don't want those darkspawn to be a problem, so let's go deal with them. Come here. We're gonna hug the wall so he doesn't see us. Then we're gonna kill these guys. He may come up here anyway, even if I don't want him to. But yeah, he did. Oh, there's a lot of the boys in here. Gentlemen. Die. Oh, here they come. Haha, you don't know how to get in, do you? You're too fat. He's not too fat! Hi. Hello, birdie. Fat shaming the darkspawn. No! I would never. Besides, he's not fat, he's big. Surprise! How dare you break my buff! Duck says, hey Darkspawn, yo brood mama is so fat that... Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna go there. We don't want to think about them anymore. We do not. They are unpleasant. Alright. Problem solved. I'm going to sneeze. Anyway. Oh, by the way, for the people in the who are in the Discord, I hope you guys enjoyed that video that I sent y'all of Hanabi playing with the toy I made. I'm very proud of it. All the cats love it, and it is still in one piece. Come here. No. Yes. No. There we go. Let's not forget about the mother. That's one I do not want to remember. If you don't want to remember it, why are you making us remember it?
Let's make all the brood mothers the game. If you mention it, you lose.
Ha-ha! Now that's a callback. To what, I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure what Mikey said, but, you know.
There's nothing left of them. Can't even tell who they were.
I'm sorry, Ren.
You join the Legion knowing you're already dead. You don't fear the killing blow. We rest in the stone and pass our strength back to her. That's our reward. But the Darkspawn defiled these soldiers. They can't return to the stone. They'd only weaken her.
Is there anything we can do?
There must be some way to lay them to rest with honor.
We can burn the remains.
No. That's all we can do.
Can dwarves not get possessed? Like with their like, you know, human, elven, and Kunari corpses are all burned after they die, so they don't get possessed by spirits. But it sounds like that doesn't happen to dwarves. So do they not get possessed? Dwarven abominations are not a thing, yeah. And hello, Gilver! Gilver says, you know, once upon a time I wrote up some Dragon Age fanfiction work and some details... that had some details on the Dragon Age versions of Drow. My initial idea was giving them Legion of the Dead style armor combined with Targaryen style vibes with names and crossbows like Varric. Ah, they can't get possessed because they don't have a connection to the Veil. Okay, so then that poses an interesting idea then, though, Gilver. Is that proposes the idea that there's something physically different about your body if you have a connection to the Fade. So, like, something about your nervous system is different. Which is, like, such an awesome idea. Ooh, hello.
Look at that, Ren. Could this be Hedron?
Darkspawn all over it. You can see their torches.
We're getting close to something.
Aye. The fight of our lives.
That is where the map was pointing. Don't take a dive off the edge, my man. Hadron Tig, a letter to merchant Levnog, predating the first bite. Predating the first blight. Can't talk now. Levnog. More of the brand refuses to make the journey to Hadron Tig. Rumors of the incident has spread, and no amount of coin or beatings could persuade them. I asked Miner Vasov to send the Isana shipment with his own crew, but have yet to receive a reply. I inquired if anyone else has heard from their Hedron contacts. Nothing. I worry it has something to do with those creatures that wear the faces of the dead. Apparently the king himself is leading a troop of warriors to check on the situation. Needless to say, the shipment will be late. I just hope it arrives at all. Joden. Well then. Well. Okay, I think we want to go that way. Is there anything over here, though, really quick before we go? I don't think so. I didn't see any doors. Makes the rock race profane so interesting. Yeah. I wonder if that's their equivalent. Because if they are born of the Titans and the stone, like their myths say, thank you, Solus, for high-stepping up there. Then perhaps the rock wraiths are what happened to them when they pass. Their souls become part of the stone, part of Valyrium. I wonder if maybe they're like how like the Cybertronians are all spawned of, forgot his fucking name, Primus. In a sense that they came from Primus, but Primus didn't make them. Like, he didn't sit down and go, I want to make a race of children. They just kind of happened. Like how in the continuities in which, planet Earth is Unicron's, Unicron's hidden inside the core of planet Earth, that humans are technically his offspring, which is why Energon makes us sick. There's some fun Transformers lore for the people who care. And for the people who don't care, well, then that was 30 seconds of your time wasted with an analogy that you didn't get or care about. Huzzah! Gilver says the drow that he designed would basically be elves that went underground and adapted so well that they not only tamed deep-road spiders, they also took over and built some dwarven tigs. Their use of technology would mostly be weapons focused on the survival of the fittest mentality. I wrote that the drow would be steadfast allies of Grey Wardens and tense allies to the Legion of the Dead due to the drow acting superior to the dwarves. We not only moved into your old homes but made them better and know how to keep the darkspawn out. What's your excuse? Is his quote. He says he found my Transformers thing informative and Caddock just said they stopped listening. Well, you're lost. elevator. Just staring dead into the camera. Hello. How are you?
Keep your mouth
Everything
closed
good?
when fighting Darkspawn. Your blood's poison.
Oh, I know.
I've killed Darkspawn.
There was this Carter boy, Vaughn, who joined the Legion around the same time I did. Fast with daggers. Could poke 50 holes in a hurlock before the Blighter knew what happened. Daggers are messy. Vaughn swallowed some spatter. Took him 3 days to die.
Damn.
We need to work on your stories, Grizzly.
Grizzly. Oh yeah, I can't move at all while on the elevator. I can only stand here. Menacingly. Well, as menacingly as I can with a little bright pink bookcase.
Lost a good soldier in the roads once. She fell down a hole. Found her 3 days later.
That
He loves
sucks.
this story.
She spent a whole day telling us all the strange things she saw while lost. A golden longboat floating in the air. Packs of hairless children hunting nugs. And a giant skeleton on a throne.
Was it true?
Never found out. She woke up the next day. Couldn't remember any of it.
Hallucination, perhaps. Gear! Gimme. These are like our new shards. You gotta collect the gears to get in all of the secret hoo-ha-has. Damn, this place looks fucking awesome, though. So whatever that Grey Warden was trying to show us is down right here, because that's the statue. It looks like a fist. It's not a fist, but it looks like one. Also slightly surprised by the lack of ore everywhere, but then again, if the dwarves did hollow this place out, I imagine they would have taken as much of it as they could find. Alright, let's see. Anything over here? Ah ha ha ha! It looks like a fist, so it must be an actual fist. It is a titan. Volta's name is Scribbles. That's cute. Oh. Actually, Mikey, you can get in on this too. Gilbert wants to know what you think of his idea for Dragon Age drows.
Let me take a look.
I think it sounds pretty true to like how they're portrayed in most things. So I feel like it's something that could work if they wanted them to. I imagine the population would be fairly small, though, all things considered. See, Ferb, I've been playing too much Marvel Rivals, though, because every time, this is gonna sound like a strange sentence, but I promise it makes sense. Every time I hear somebody say, oh, a fist, I immediately hear Khonshu, rise, my fist. I am Khonshu's fist. I love that.
Yeah, I think like something like that could make sense. I would be careful with how you execute it because you don't want the deep roads to feel too lived in, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Like you want it to feel kind of cold and scary.
Oops.
But yeah, I think it would be interesting. Like a nice twist.
Find the area shown in her sketch. If I turn that on, did not light up here. Maybe this is not the location. It looked like it though.
Rise, my fist.
Rise, my fist. Not overly attached to the moon guy, to be honest. That's fine. Excuse me. Moon Knight isn't for everybody. I mentioned it before, but I do like the way that they changed some of his backstory. He's kind of got two reasons he's got so many personalities in his head now. The TV show had
This
it.
matches what's on the Grey Warden's map. Time to look around.
Hooray! What direction? Over here? Cool. The TV show has it be from, the abuse he suffers at the hands of his mother, but at the same time, this means that he has... that he has, less personalities in his head than he did.
I
No,
don't know.
In the comics, he has a lot of them.
I know, but the end of the series seems to imply that there's more than what we saw.
Yes, I know that. I'm just trying not to go into extreme detail about that in case people haven't seen it. But, the, what's I gonna say? Where is it? There it is. But, in the comics, he's got so many of them. It's crazy. But those recently got reduced in amount to the 3 main ones that we've seen in the series. And the current explanation isn't that he suffered any kind of... Because in the comics, he gets them after he becomes Moon Knight. The reason that the comic gives is that it's not actually DID like it is in the live-action series. It's because Khonshu is a moon god and Khonshu in the comics is actually possessing him to a certain extent. That's what it means to be his avatar. And that as a result of having, divinity possess you, his mind can't take it, and that's why it's fragmented, because it has to fulfill all the different aspects of a moon deity. And since gods in Marvel function based on how they are believed, all the different things that Khonshu's ever been worshipped as means that there are different aspects of himself, which means that Mark's mind has to break in order to accommodate one of those aspects, which has caused problems in the past, as you can imagine. Ah, there it is. Anyway, tiny Moon Knight rant over. I don't know as much about that as I do about Spider-Man, obviously, but I had fun reading that series. I thought it had a lot of neat ideas for something that, when they initially came up with it, was not the greatest idea. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it was a tad insulting.
Have a look at this.
Oh? Have a look at what? Have a look at what? Oh, well, okay. Gates of Sigramar. These hand-stamped smudge ink letters are barely legible, overlapping each other in tight spirals on the parchment. Redemption should follow sacrifice. The Creator promised me. I end without hope. Every command a lie, each task a trap. Divided I am conquered. The sigil breaks me. Oh, God. I just know I like Penny's voice as Ferb. Kadak says that would explain why Hela said she sensed divinity on Moon Guy. Yeah, it's because he's the avatar of Khonshu. So he has part of his divinity within his body, which is why he is not dead anymore. That's how he became Moon Knight. Is he died. He literally died in Khonshu's temple, and Khonshu went, yo, you want to come back to life and be my avatar? And he went, do I have a choice? And he's like, yeah, not really. Alright. Your only other option is death. So... he's kind of like QB in that way. From Modica Magica. If anybody here has watched that, and not just me. I know way too much about that show. Ho, ho. I love the moment in the show where Khonshu's like, kill him! Break his windpipe! Yeah! I agree with you, Gilbert. They make him so unhinged.
Left a nasty scar.
Glad that didn't get infected.
Kicked her with the other leg. Seriously, keep your guard up. They'll use your tongue as jewelry.
Fantastic. Thank you, Varric. I know that was you. Ew, something's over there. So I'll go see what that is in a second. I don't think there's anything over here, but I want to check because Mikey said we should. I do like how they made use of the fact that, you know, nobody else can see Khonshu except for, you know, Mark and Steven. So he's over there just shouting all kinds of shit, and they're like, I'm just gonna continue to talk as though you're not here. Meanwhile, he's like, kill him! Kill him now! Break his face! Right on his face with magic marker. Shove him in a locker. I knew there would be another one of you, at least. Yummy. I wonder if this is the place where we'll find whoever wrote those notes. Ow. When he needed to summon the suit, and it's just a legit suit. Yeah! That was great too, isn't it? He's like, I don't know. He's like, how do I summon it? Like, what do I do? He's like, just think of the suit of being protected at the suit. And he's like, okay. And then he just thinks of an actual suit. It's like, oh my god, Steven. It is fantastic though, because he does wear that in the comic series as well. He wears that suit when he is Mr. Knight. And he drives around in an AI-driven limo. Because of course he does. He's got so many more costumes in the series, though. They're not magic like they were in the live action. They're physical suits, and he has to keep replacing them. And the only reason he can is that because since he used to be a mercenary, he's got, like, Deadpool-level money.
I prefer the suits being, like, magic and a product of Khonshu and his different personalities.
I like that, too. Although, that does mean that we would be denied the Khonshu costume, which is where, apparently he's just got a big-ass bird skeleton in his basement. And he's like, when the hell did I get this? And Khonshu's like, oh, at some point, probably. I guess you just didn't want to remember it. And he's like, unless you did this. And he's like, I would never. Why would I do such a thing? It's like, it's literally like a giant bird skull and a whole bunch of bones. Although, I don't know, maybe if the series gets a second season, which I believe it is, maybe we'll get to see, I forget what they actually call it, but I call it Ultimate Moon Knight, which is his completely fused with Khonshu costume, which is just amazingly silly. It's got
Moon Knight is not set to have a second season, but they did none of the series prior to this year are set to have more than one season.
Oh, I see.
However, the showrunner for Moon Knight said that they might do kind of like how Agatha is kind of a second season to WandaVision.
Yeah, that they might
so
do
they might,
that.
yeah, might see Moon Knight again is the implication.
Okay, that'd be nice. Oh, this all loops back around itself. Wait. See, you might like Grendel. Oh, Grendel is a generational superhero where multiple people take on the mantle of Grendel. It's a unique comic series in terms of story and vibe, but I love the aesthetic of a Spider-Man-like mask with fancy suit, complete with a rose and Nightwing-style weapons. That's amazing. I should look that up. I do have to say, though, that one series, I need to, like, link what it's called in our chat at some point. But that one Moon Knight series, I think it's the 2015 run, that one was really good. And I love that he starts off or like there's this thing where he's like sort of in a Batman style mansion, and then later on it's like, well, not in that mansion anymore. I am now living in a hotel that has been abandoned for years, and it's haunted. And fun fact, I've just discovered that as the Avatar of Khonshu, I see the dead. That's not great. It's like, wow, all these nice people are here to help me. That's fantastic. Oh, they're dead. Oh, no. Wow, this is a hell of a side path. Hi, buddy. Maybe I didn't detour like I thought I did. I thought I took a detour. Because I opened the door. Yeah, and then there's this on this way. No. Yeah. Maybe I did need to come this way. Oh, poopy. Well, I'll figure that out in a minute. Hi, bud. I'll figure it out. Spider loot. Spider loot. Ah, another door. There's something beyond that door, so I guess this is the end of Gear Person, possibly. Words on the torn parchment are handwritten in ink as rusty as dried blood. Terrible to sacrifice one's own child with a lie. I preyed upon perfectly trusting faith, but how could I explain my desperation? The deep roads wind in deceitful spirals, concealing the sigil from casual observance. I could not discern its true pattern until I stood in the fade and gazed down upon the vast malevolent engraving. Its artist remains unknown, but its horrifying intent was all too clear, as was my necessity. Ah, so someone else came down here. So if it's Veil related, then it's not a dwarf. I only wish to not cost you my only child. I could not build the locked barriers that would carve the marks and break the sigil. You alone could save us all, but only by destroying yourself, and I let you do it. Forgive me. The rest of the text is illegible scratches, the lines and swirls forming a disturbing pattern if they're stared at for too long.
I heard the hero of Ferelden came down here during the Blight.
Cardall met the Warden, but I never had the pleasure.
Do you often see Grey Wardens?
From time to time. They're a good bunch. Tough in a fight. Fearless.
Any warden would say the same about the Legion.
Friends. Alright. Door. Don't go in the gears. Hola? An empty room with one spider in it. Wow, a spider that hit like a brick. I'm concerned by the fact that there is nothing in here but that spider. Oh, there's something over there. Lyrium enforced longbow. Guess what Sarah's getting? We're getting Sarah a present for Christmas. Crumpled page from journal. Oh, there's Kolg. His final entry. Mother holds me when I sleep. Warm, so warm. Her rhythm flows through my throat, burning until the miners and their fat, cruel hands are a distant memory. Kolg is a memory. I am the sun. The words come in waves. I will drown in them for her.
More on the lyrium experiments. Looks like his results were inconclusive.
His results killed him. Standing ominously in the doorway like a ghost. Okay. Wonder who this mother person was. Alright. Let's backtrack real quick. Because I headed through this door thinking it was a side thing, but I think the other door was the side thing. Unless it wasn't a door. I just happened to think it was. Oh no, there is a door. Okay. Another gear door. Holla. Okay, and that's the other side of that. The other side of what?
Do something.
Huzzah! Eh. This one doesn't have a message. This one's just a door. Treasure door.
It may have been down here for centuries. I wonder if anything's left.
A deer? A gear. Like you did. Purple of cold resistant.
These goods are amazingly well preserved.
Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, another cooldown amulet. Ooh, we're gonna have so many of these. Alright. Yeah, alright, cool. Now we can keep going that way. You're the gear. Oh, I meant the deer. This is chaotic. You should fear deer. They can be mean. If they attack your car will not win. If they attack you, you will not win. And if you eat one without preparing it properly, you will get hepatitis. So don't do that. Anything this away? Oh-ho! Ah! Something. Door, mayhaps. Hydron-Tide Central Bridge operation available. To fix it, mayhaps? Can't imagine we would be able to fix it, but hey. Ooh. Gear. Nice. Brandon's custom mix. The mug bears the inscription 5 minutes here is 15 minutes there. That's funny. Okay. Is this a building I can get into? No. These are the nobles buildings from the previous game though, which is funny. Hola! Housekeeping. Gear. A metal gear, one might say. Eh. Moosin? That's like moose. Moose are nasty. Do you mean moose? Mice? You know what I mean? Moosin? Mooses, meeses, moosin. The whole big thing of moosin. I forgot the name of the comedian who made that joke, but it was funny. You can tell that I did not get 8 hours of sleep last night. Or maybe I did. Who knows? I mixed different food into Isis's, her prescription food. And she's mad about that. Well, about the prescription food, rather. But she likes this other stuff, so she's been eating a bunch of it, which means that she's...
Careful!
That was a big one.
We need to go deeper.
Only way down from here is falling. Not keen on that.
I'd also like to avoid falling if we're counting votes.
There has to be another way.
Yes, back up there where, where my boyfriend is. Okay, 1 minute. Scusi. Yeah, that dude. We should go deeper and cue the Inception bomb. Yeah, Ferb, you're right. Hi! Surprise! Excuse you. Dare you? And excuse you also. Piss off. There we go. Why can I not select you? That's weird. There we go. Dead. Aw, no loot. Well, poo. Not a one. Not even a little. Disappointed. 0 out of 5 stars. Brian Regan. Yes, that's who it was. God, I haven't heard him, heard his name in like a bajillion years. Who is still in here? No? Okay, that's weird. Alexis, come on, just one more sacrifice. No, no, this is the last one. Woohoo. Gentlemen, ladies. Ooh, hello, psychopath. Scorched gear. Interesting. Scorched gear.
Darkspawn are getting worse.
Oh, you're done with DXLN? Nice.
That explains the stench.
This isn't a side path. Oh, they both connect to the thing, so it doesn't really matter. Got it. Well, let's just go look at this away, just in case. Yep, there was a gear. Delicious. Another one. Oh, there's a lot of them over here. Could you... There you go. She, like, did a weird little saunter and refused to pick it up. Come on. There you go. They both connect to the thing, so it doesn't really matter. I could make a writing joke about that, considering this is a Bioware game, but eh. I like that you keep typing skid mark as skin mark, Doc. Every time I read it, my brain has to do a little math equation to figure out what that meant. Then I'm like, oh no, wait a minute. No, I know. Oh! You weren't doing that on purpose? Yeah, it's skid mark. That's why they screamed it was on the ceiling. The skid mark is... Oh, you heard it as skin mark. I see. People who don't know what a skid mark is, Google it with safe search on. You don't want to see that. If you want to know what that means, I'm not telling. Oh, it's all on fire! Yay! Oh, my mouse was over them and they lit up red, even in the cutscene. That's funny. Oh my god, hi! Back up. Oh my god. And my stars and garters. You would just die immediately with all that confined smoke, yeah. It's carbon monoxide poisoning the room. Hi. Let's see. Anything over here? No, this is a big empty space. That's what I figured, but I'm not really sure. Get out of my magic death circle. That's so rude. Did 1,000 damage, that's funny. Oh.
Don't let them get behind us.
Doing my best. Oh, there's a lot more in that direction. Alright, cool. Hey, buddy. Don't think that there's anything that we have not gotten to. Good, good. Come on. Oh, there they all are. Wow, you can barely see them through all this smoke. Oh, a great set piece. Let's see what's over here while you guys take care of that. Thankfully, this fire can't burn me. It's not real fire, it's fake fire. Ah! Ha 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 ha! This must be the door that all the scorched gears are for. Eh. Yay, treasure! Hey, bud! How you guys? I think they were the only ones in this tiny... Oh, there's Solus. He's catching up now. Imagine being stuck in here for like a bajillion years. And you immediately begin fighting the people who let you out. Like an ungrateful toddler. Yeah, I got 2 minutes of ads on my channel. It's the easiest way that I could get them to compact it into the longest space of time, so that you weren't getting ads every couple of minutes. Well, not every couple of minutes, but, you know, every, like, 10 minutes or so. So now you get them, like, every half an hour. But on the other side, that means that there's a bunch. If you guys think that that's too annoying and you'd rather it be less ads but more frequent, I can always change it. It's all good? Okay. There wasn't anything super cool in here. I'm sad. Oh well. It is in a room that's on fire, so I guess I can let that pass. It's having a hard time. This is some Lord of the Rings stuff. I once was in ad hell for 9 ads in a row and it sucked butts. Aw, sorry to hear that, Herb.
What do you think
were
of
they,
the
though?
score?
I like it. This is a good score.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite pieces from Inquisition.
Buddy. I do like the inclusion of the deep roads being heavily infested with darkspawn, so you don't have to, am I dying? So you don't have to worry about it being like, well, we can only have them come out when there's a blight, and we've established that blights don't happen as often as, like, once every few weeks or something, so what are we gonna do for our next game? If you want them to fight darkspawn, you can always go into the deep roads. And that's where you get to see shit you wouldn't see during the blight, because they're not on the surface long enough for them to, like, establish warren. God, how are we gonna put out this giant fire, I wonder? Oh, everyone's up there now. Let's go, Varric. Oh. Get in the rift. Right then. Oh, I'm not going after him because of summer stuff. Oh, we got a thing to claim. Another expedition. Lower bridge. Operation now available. Cool. When we establish our camp down here, if there's not a table there, we'll go back up to the other table. Get those expeditions going. And then when they're done... Well, hi! What level are you now? 24. Actually, let's do that. Eat rift! There's so much fade happening down here. Deep Roads have never seen such fade. Now I have to go beat up some ogres. Okay, cool. These two were the mid-boss. The big boss is over here. Oh, hello. What? There you are. Oh, hold on a second. A bug just dropped onto my lap, and that's gross, and I need it to die. Oh. Go away, you horrible thing. It's 'cause it's summer. Well, not summer. It's 'cause it's spring, and I live in the woods. So as soon as it, like, warms up even a little bit, every stink bug on the face of the earth is like, hey, guess what? I live here now. So I do want to go that way, but let's circumvent. Yeah. Let's take a little peeky peek around here, see if there's anything we may want. No, just an ore. Okay, well, we'll probably be going there in a minute, so let's take care of this. Maybe we won't be. We'll find out. I'm sure we can make this a big loop. Hi, bud! Get in here. Oh, here they come. Suddenly reminded randomly of something that I read yesterday. So stop. Oh, what did you read? Something fun? Whoa! Okay. Oh, I think that was supposed to be a charge, but he was stunned, and so he slid. Okay. Well. Go away. Die. And you'd also. You also go away. Awful thing. Boom. I also love the choice of the place where the Darkspawn are like living being called warrens, because it makes me think of like rabbit dens, which gives the impression that like, oh, it's multiplying like a rabbit. Are you just not selectable? What is this? There you are. Please die. What is trying to murder you? Oh, that's what's trying to murder you. Jeebus!
Get to the emissary leader. Cut it down and they're done.
Oh, hello. Ow. Alright. No, Varric! Why is it always her? Why is it always my archer? Alright, you. Okay, firstly, hold on a minute. Where the hell did he die? Oh, he's over there. There, get up. Please allow me to select Varric. Why am I forbidden To select Varric. Ugh. Oh my god, get out of the thing that's clearly burning you. Okay, I'm dispelling all of this nonsense. Deep rift. Just not allowed to select Eric for some reason. There we go. Get up here. Drink that. Apply poison. Have fun. Alright, where the hell? Oh, there we are. She ran off without my permission. Don't stand that close to it. Dear.
Leader control the battle. This is our fight.
Oh, I'm doing my best. I just have to make sure everybody doesn't die. Oh! Biotic says that she started this DLC at level 17 and that it was very, very rough and she died a lot. But she made herself finish it instead of waiting to do it later. Oh my goodness.
Oof.
You know, I think this is the first time where I've actually had to dispel a creature actively. Die, please. Where are you now? There you are. Uh-oh. There we go. None of that. Hey! There we go. So many explosions, so many bombs, so much magic. Woohoo! You're surprised that they didn't go with the term pit or hollow, says Gilbert. I suppose I'm not really that surprised by their choice. It's just not a word you hear often, but I think as far as, like, what would you call it kind of things, I think that Warren is actually a great choice. Because, you know, you only hear it of, like, oh, that's what the home of a rabbit is, a rabbit warren. And you think about, immediately you're like, oh, rabbits. Ooh, hello. Ooh, pretty. And immediately you're like, oh, rabbits are known to multiply like a shit ton. We all leveled up from that. Isana's song. 10% chance to inflict chain lightning at 100% weapon power. That's pretty sexy. Solus. I think you may want that. Yeah, you do. Ooh, and now he's got a lyrium staff too. Cool. Twinsies. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. Okay. Door, please. There we go. Woo. Yay! Perfect timing, too. Because we actually need to wrap up for the night. So let's get... Well, actually, we've got about 10 minutes left. So let's get our camp set up. Get to the table.
That's the last of those, Darkspawn. Legion's in your debt, Inquisitor.
Look at this, Ren. It's ancient. Maybe 1,000 years old.
Any
So
idea
much
who
blood
built it or
on
why?
us.
This Tig is on top of a lyrium mine. According to the memories, the mine was destroyed by some unexplained disaster. The miners must have used this lift to reach the lower levels.
I see.
But we're not using it, right?
If there is
Oh,
a
we
titan
are.
causing earthquakes, it's down there.
I found this book with the emissary. The pages are mostly ruined, but a few are readable. See this line? I awoke to the singing stone. Our kingdom trembled at the Titan's hymn.
That reference to singing stone. I've been told that raw lyrium has a sound.
A hum. The mining cast follows it to find lyrium veins. They say it's the stone calling to them.
Perhaps it wasn't chance that the quakes destroyed lyrium mines.
Dude, Darkspawn hear the hum.
Is it possible the Darkspawn or their emissary could also hear the song?
The stone would never call to those vile things. But that doesn't mean they can't hear her.
Darkspawn live and die by the Blight. They don't care for much else.
I didn't realize you knew so much about Darkspawn motives.
Not everything's a mystery, Volta. Some things are exactly as they appear.
And some things are not.
Well, I think that the Darkspawn's motives are very clear. The Blight itself and its origins are pretty, very unknown. We are pretty sure that it has something to do with the Veil, so it came from the other side, probably. But if it did, then why doesn't it exist on the other side? Why can it infect lyrium? So...
If similar quakes happened then, the people who lived here may have found a way to stop them.
I see no solution in the text, but it's practically dust. We're lucky any words survived.
Half a poem. Just what we needed.
Perhaps this will change her mind. Look here. It's the royal seal of Orsec Garal.
King Orsec-Garal? That book belonged to a paragon? Maybe you are onto something, Volta.
Now he's
Of course
now
you
he's
take
into
a dead
it.
man's word over mine.
Oh.
Always the traditionalist.
Hey, challenging tradition lost you a cushy position in Orzammar.
Is King Garal really important?
Does a king's book mean that much to you, Ren?
Paragons are the best of our people. They don't hand that title out to just anyone. Not even a king. Knowing it was Garal's book from the start would have saved us an argument.
As if you'd ever avoid an argument.
Volta's standing within the Shaperate is her business, not mine or yours, Ren.
My apologies, Volta. I forgot my place.
Good boy.
As did I. You deserve an explanation, Inquisitor. When my superiors ordered me to remove an official record from the memories, I declined. We decided it would be best if I served the Shaperate here, finding history instead of recording it.
The Shaperate can erase official records. Aren't the memories permanent?
Sometimes erasing records is standard procedure. If a dwarf becomes castless, they're struck from the memories. But I was asked to change a fact that someone important merely found inconvenient.
Really? What were you asked to remove?
That record must have been important, to risk your position over it.
It was trivial, actually. A childhood friend of King Balin had ancestral ties to the Carta. But the truth is the truth, no matter how political it may be.
God. That just shows how much stock that they put in their, like, family lines. That somebody way in your past that you have nothing to do with has ties to the Carta, and now all of a sudden it's your problem. It seems like such a perfectionist view of history, says Gilver. Yeah, well, it's revisionist history. It's somebody deciding that some fact, large or small, is something they don't want other people to know for whatever reason, and then they, don't write it down. There's a reason we have sayings like, history is written by the victor. It's because when you're in a position of power, in which you can dictate what's written down or not written down, people just, choose to leave out things that they don't like. We've had a lot of revisionist history in the USA before. Like, it took a while for people to not gloss over some of the more disgusting parts of our past, Yeah, Ferb says history is written by the people who write stuff down. Yeah, and if they choose not to, or their boss tells them to stop, then, The dwarves' whole selective history, though, is annoying to me. Like, history's history, and you need to learn from the good and the bad parts, says Gilver. Oh, I agree with you. But unfortunately, sometimes it's as simple as somebody who's recording history being biased. And we can't help it. We are all biased in one way or another. That's why we have opinions. Those are biases. So it can be as simple as somebody with a bias saying that somebody in history wasn't a very nice person or something. That leads to a completely different view of who they were later on down the line. Or that some action wasn't necessarily as bad as it seemed. So, they're written with the point of view of the time in which they're written down. So, that's why it's difficult to change it back when you realize it's been wrong. Or to change how it was said. Like, for example, for a time, let's say post-Civil War, the view on the South was very positive, despite us having been, the North having been at war with them. And it's only in fairly recently, as far as the history of the United States is concerned, that we acknowledged that, their motivations were not as simple as just not liking taxation or whatever, that they were actually extremely negative, and that the things that they were willing to die for were pretty universally accepted as bad. So for a long time it was just viewed like, oh, and then we had a minor disagreement and had a war about it, when it actually was kind of a really big deal, and it's the bloodiest war we've ever had in the United States. So
What is?
The Civil War was the bloodiest war we ever had on our soil.
Period.
Oh yeah, period, too. It's the bloodiest one we've ever had. And even after it was over, our history did not look at the things that the South had done or that they stood for with the negativity that it should have had. It's only in recent history that we finally did that. So. But yeah. There's always going to be stuff that you'll find out later, either because somebody was biased, for good or for bad, like they may not have meant to be, or because something was stricken out because somebody in a position of power didn't really feel like making it seem like they were the asshole, or just something that we forgot because we didn't know it was there. So history is both fun and frustrating like that, which is probably why my grades in it back in high school were pretty fucking bad, because the history textbooks were not very engaging. I know more about it now, but that's because I found sources that are actually engaging. The past leads us to the future? Yes, it does. That's why people who don't know history are doomed to repeat it is also a saying. Do you think the Titan
If the
records were moved?
Shaperage is willing to erase memories, what would prevent them from covering up the existence of Titans?
Why would they do that?
Because someone in power demanded it.
It takes courage to challenge authority.
I suppose you would know. Some
kinda
believe the
do,
past
yeah.
is what we make it. But we gain nothing from ignoring mistakes.
Agreed.
Sorry I brought it up. The earthquakes are what matters. I don't know where this lift leads, but we're about to find out the hard way. Get ready.
So he's back here with his kaleidoscope lollipop axe. Alright, now, can we do... No, we can't. This is the book she found. The Eternal Battle, Darkspawn. Unless there's a blight, surfacers reserve the Darkspawn for cautionary religious lessons and bedtime stories. That is a luxury Orzammar cannot afford. Without the Legion of the Dead's continuous efforts, our great Tig would have undoubtedly been lost to the Blighters long ago. Still, the question remains, where did these monsters come from? It's a given that the Chantry's beliefs about the Darkspawn's origins are nonsense. They were not cast down from a fabled city, they crawled up from the deep recesses of the earth. We know now the Darkspawn come from broodmothers. Perhaps at the very heart of our world sits a queen, the first mother. Instead of focusing on the children, we should target the broodmothers and ensure that future reinforcements will never be born. Written in the margins are 2 sets of handwriting, presumably from Lieutenant Wren and Shaper Volta. Chopping off their heads should do the trick. Write in one of my books again, and it's your head at risk, Lieutenant. Yeah, you shouldn't be reading her journal. Alright, let's level ourselves up. I don't have points. But Barrett does.
Whenever people not just in game, but whenever like people that I know who are fans of Dragon Age have said that they should just target broodmothers to cut off the supply of Darkspawn, it makes me think of Starship Troopers when they captured the Queen.
It's afraid! Oh!
It's afraid!
When they catch the bug, yeah, the mind bug. It's afraid! That'll be useful for Varric since he keeps getting himself exploded. Alright, let's see. We upgraded all of this, so back to the two-handed thing to look for buffs. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's see. Sheath yourself with lightning while casting spells. Oh yes, this is useful. I knew that. I wanted this. Enemies attempt to interrupt your casting with attacks or struck by arcs that will leave them paralyzed. Okay. So, we don't have the table down here, so we'll need to go up top. How do I... Ah, here we go. So we'll go here really quick. Then you find out that the brain bugs are a small cog of the bug machine. It's effective but small. Yeah, you're correct, Ilver. Alright. The expedition table. Okay, let's see. Recovering barreled treasure. We only have one option. The Inquisition has located several casks of Dwarven ale in one of the upper rooms of the Darkspawn Warrens. Recovering them intact could be challenging, but success would mean a sizable boost to morale for the Legion troops staged in the area. Cullen is our only option, and he says Inquisition troops will stand guard while our engineers set up a pulley system and recover the casks. Excellent. The Inquisition has recovered several casks of Dwarven ale from the Darkspawn Warrens. One has been installed in the camp, shared with the Inquisition, and the rest have been shipped to other Legion of the Dead outposts in the area. Yay! Okay, so now time to add some bridges. So we can go check those places out later. I'm assuming it doesn't matter which of these I pick to unlock these areas, but I'll read this and you can tell me if that is true or not, Mikey.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? Okay. Deep Road Expeditions.
Let me look it up really quick.
Okay. Hadron Tig Central Bridge. The Inquisition has discovered an interesting artifact halfway down the ruins of Hadron Tig. A construction team could build a bridge that grants access to the large monument in the center of the cavern. Connections. With one letter to the University of Orlais, I can have scholars clamoring to help pay for the construction of a bridge to this monument. I can assign a few scouts to the area around the monument to keep the construction effort clear of unwanted attention from the deep roads. Or, experienced soldiers should accompany the construction team in case of unforeseen dangers around this artifact.
The reward does not matter.
Okay, the reward will change. Okay.
Change. Yeah.
Yeah. Chaotic says, sadly, the dwarves and the chantry are both right and wrong about the darkspawn. I do find it interesting that parts of the chant are true and what the dwarves know applies. Then the magisters are cast down to the Golden City. So the Wren isn't wrong. The Wren isn't wrong about the blight being there. Cullen's approach sounds most ideal. It does. And that's what I was going to go with. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to change my rewards at all. Construction team has completed a bridge halfway down the ruins that will allow Inquisition forces to explore the large monument. 2 beans. Location near the entrance to Hydron Tag that is ripe for exploration and recovery efforts. The construction team could build a bridge that grants access to several dwarven ruins at the top of the tide. Control of our best soldiers will accompany the construction team. Let's do it. Good to know that these don't really change. The construction team has completed a bridge near the entrance to Hydron Tag that will allow Inquisition forces to explore several ruins at the top of the tide. Inquisition has identified an ancient dwarven ruin near the Darkspawn nest at the bottom of Hydron Tag. A bridge could be built to access it. Oh, the fungi fae is raiding. Hello! Butterfly knights bring gentle wings and cozy things. Aw, thank you! Did we ever acknowledge that Josephine's card looks different now? Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, those are, oh my gosh. Those cards there aren't the same as the ones back in our base. When they do it individually. Because I guess in those cases we send them physically on the task, but yeah. Oh, and hello, Goro. Goromura. Go Romera. There we go. That's probably how that's said. Hello! Oh, you're just being silly then? Yeah, no, it's okay. I wouldn't be surprised if it did change since we had just helped her out with something big, but I don't know that we changed her attitude enough to change the card. I'm not sure. Well, since we have raiders, maybe we can go for a little bit more. Actually, let's go for a little bit longer. Let's go let's go until 10:30. Since we have raiders and since we won't be here on Friday. The Uncharted Abyss. There's nothing. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go to these places that we completed and have a little looky around that part we've unlocked. And when we're done with that, I think that that'll be a good place to call the stream. Woo! Almost went the wrong way. Use the lift. We'll do that later. Series of elevators. Oh, another mug. Everett's experience. This cup is cracked. It has clearly seen action and no longer holds ale without leaking. No gears. But there's loot. Okay. Do we have enough gears? Requires 5. Are those in here? I guess I can't see how many we have. We need to find some more. So I guess there's 7 of them. Can I? There we go. So I guess there's 7. So we'll have to go find more gears. Which I bet you will find a bunch. Back in these areas we've now unlocked. Now that we don't have to fight a bajillion darkspawn, it should be easier. Check out that cool statue, too. Shush you. Pinging relentlessly. Ah, letter. It says supplies replenished, but my potions have not replenished. I think it's only health and lyrium potions that it does. It doesn't do anything else, I don't think. Oh, maybe we did go past a place we need to. Hold on. Ah, there's a ladder there now. And this place is still on fire. A very Silent Hill of you. And again! Cool. Now. A mug. Lost memory. World's best shaper is stamped onto the side of the mug in obnoxious script. I love that. That's fantastic. That's up there with, like, the world's greatest boss or #1 dad mugs. Although I do enjoy spoof ones, like, where it says, like, world's okayest dad on the mug. Or, like, #2 boss. Door. Yay! Door. Oh shit, hi! He can't get in, I'm in the way! We're using Earthquake. Right then. Yay! Ooh, Fade Touch Velvet. We're getting so many hats, we're finally going to be able to make hats that aren't absolute garbage. I've recovered artifacts. Ooh, Bianca parts. For Varric. World's best at #2, yes. Calyx says, I'm under the impression that the makers sealed the Mages of Deventer underground and then the Darkspawn were there. So both the Chantry and the Dwarves versions are connected if you take the pieces together and it makes a certain sort of sense. Yeah. Well, we know that the dragons that are down here that are corrupted by the Blight were referred to by the Deventer people. They worshipped them as old gods. As gods. And so they call them the old gods. So I'm guessing that my theory is that they were the first things that were blighted, and that they were sealed down in the earth. And the dwarves may have known about it, but as we've just now heard, you can just erase parts of their supposedly permanent history. So haha, and then the infection just leached out. Made people sick, and when they died, they became the first Darkspawn. And then they began setting out and abducting people to forcibly turn them into Darkspawn or broodmothers to birth more, like, egregious numbers. And God knows what the fuck else, because every time we find something from someone who's been down here for, like, a bajillion years, they're like, oh my god, you don't even know the shit that the Darkspawn have down here. It's insane. Pray that none of it reaches the surface ever. And I'm like, what do they have down here that is worse than the Archdemon? What do they fart out that is that scary? And I don't say that because I don't believe them. I say that because I want to know. What the hell do they have? Hi! How are you doing? Oh. I was hoping we could have a nice rapport, but you've made me punch you. How am I supposed to create positive spider propaganda when you pull this shit? Well, it was corrupted, so he's an evil spider. Then the Qunari came from somewhere, but then some of them went missing, and then ogres were made. Yeah. Well, the Qunari come from, they come from a continent to the north of Thedas. Or, no, sorry, Thedas is the planet. They come from... No, Thedas is the continent.
There is no name for the planet.
Oh. I dub it Earth with a F. I have now named the planet. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the Qunari come from somewhere to the north. And I think we know the name of the place they're from. But I don't remember what it is. Spider Apologia. The planet name is Earth. Yeah, E-R-F. Earth. It's official. Tell BioWare I named the planet for them. It's better than Planet Bob. Yeah. I know that reference. Hi! I've been wondering where you were. I could see you on the map before, but we're not here. Unless I got stuck somewhere. So now we're here to deal with you. Goodbye. To quote my, Inquisitor. Goodbye!
I don't believe we know what their original settlement or like what their original island or home is called, but we know what they were called before the Qun.
Yeah.
Which was Kossith.
So they were the Kossith people. Or the people of Kossith, if that was the name of the place. But
maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? We'll find out in the future, I'm sure.
Know. Perhaps.
If we ever leave Thedas, perhaps that's where we'll go. Of course, we have to finish checking out what's to the west of Thedas. Where our hero of Ferelden went. Yes? I hear something down there making a whole lot of noise. Oh, I don't like that there are just some boulders being held on with hopes and prayers above my head. The size of, like, a building. And again, I guess if it falls down, I won't have to worry about that for very long, will I? Gilver says, Bull described the Kossith as, quote, something the Qunari need to get away from. That's about it. Mm-hmm. It's about as vague as it could be.
It's believed that the Qunari were fleeing whatever the Kossith were.
Mm-hmm.
There's some theories about the Kossith that I'll share with you once you're deeper into the lore.
Neat. Monument to Hydron the Deep. This lonely podium is carved from a stone pillar reaching up in the darkness. From the inscription, Paragon Hydron's remains are entombed here under a massive stone likeness of the legendary dwarf. At this vantage point, it is hard to appreciate the scope of the tribute. It's pretty cool that that implies that this thing was carved out of a single piece of rock. And then just had accoutrement stuck to it. Recover the artifacts from Orzambar. Boop. Yeah, Bull could also be biased because he's also Kunari. This is true as well. There is.
Yeah, well, he may only know the tales that the Kunari have told.
There's something. Oh, there it is. Yoink. Yeah, Bianca schematics. Hey, bro. Guess they probably would leave you here. So yeah, they do in fact bury their dead in a sarcophagi of sorts. I specifically say sarcophagi because it's not a coffin, and sarcophagi are usually carved to have the likeness of the person inside of them. Sarcophagi? What about the sarcophagals? We had a third one. Where is it? Is it over here? I think it was up here. So I guess we'll have to go... Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Looks like we'll have to go up there. It's a... Oh! I fucked it! Well... Alright. Okay. Well, that hurt my pride. These drops are giving me Blight Town. Yeah? Gotta head off, thanks for the stream. Of course, Doc, you have a good night. We'll be wrapping up soon as well once I figure out where the heck the other one was. Oh, I almost fell down that fucking hole into the abyss. Oh my lord, okay. We do know that the Ash Warriors sound awesome. That is such a cool fucking name. And I know that up in Rivera, that they have Fog Warriors. That might be? Yeah. There's a bridge up there. I think. So is that... Oh no, we completed that operation. Completed... this one? Hold on a second. Oh, Fog Warrior. I see. Okay, here we go. Oh, that scaffolding is holding on with prayers. Oh my god. I barely trust this. I only trust that this was made by our dwarven engineers, and thus that is the only reason I have faith in it. Oh wait, we've already been over there, I think. No, we haven't. It's using the principles of weight distribution to stay upright. Okay. Ooh. I'm terrified to cross that. Well, I would be in real life. In real life, I would be so terrified to cross that thing. Another gear. You! Eh! You gonna kill it or what? Done and done indeed. Anything else? No. Alright, let's see. If there's any other bits. I see something pink. It's stuff! A cake! The Nug King! All praise the Nug King! Sate his appetite with cheese! Older is better! From Songs That Only Nugs Can Hear by Paragon Ebrin, 584 Exalted. We picked up a cheese!
Perhaps there's a use for it.
It's a big cheese! So we gotta find a Nug that wants a cheese. My inventory's full of garbage. Oh. rid of rings. They're worth the least, and then we can pick up those things that are worth more. Then we can get more money, and then we can go back to the desert and talk to the dog that does math. And buy schematics. And then I can fashion age this. This bed looks awesome. It's so well preserved.
I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. If you're not back before I sign off, I will say goodnight for you. Oh, hello.
Goodbye!
Nothing here. Okay, let's go to the other side. And after that, we can teleport back to camp. See if we have enough blood-soaked gears to open that door. Oh, I don't trust this fucking bridge. So, Ferb, how many safety violations do you see on this bridge? I'm guessing it's a lot. Alright, what's there? Up we go. This whole place is just a big safety violation. Oh. Yes. Ah, it's just iron. We may not be able to open this yet, which is such a shame, but... Let's head over here and see if there's any bits. Bits and bibbles. Okay. Okay. I think we only have 2, but let's try it anyway. Do we have enough? No. Okay. We need 4. Okay, so we can't open that door yet, and we can't open that one either. Okay. And we can't continue on in this direction because there's nothing else here. Right? Yeah. But that's our camp down there. If we could cross it, that's where we'd go. Okay. To this camp, it has a merchant. Let's sell all our trash and then we can wrap up. Oh, these are all the ones we picked up, I think. Right? Yeah. Sell all the trash. Oh my god, look at all that shit we picked up. Holy crap. There we go. Master Battle Mage armor. That's what I had. I guess I should give that to Vivian. Superior Battle Mage armor. You have a lot of cooldown amulets. Spirit resistance, spirit resistance, spirit resistance. If I were so inclined, I would reference the state of the bridges against the H&S regulations of my province, but that is too much work for a joke. That is a good one for. Okay, it's really quick. So, regenerates mana and stamina at a higher rate. It allows me to carry extra potions. I do want to keep that mana stamina regenerating quickly. Do we have any good rings for you? No, we really don't. That's a shame. I guess we'll give these to somebody else because he's kind of... Give this to you. Now you can cast more stuff faster. Gonna get tired of me when we're doing Dead Space. Nah, that'll be the whole entire shtick then. That'll be the whole point of playing Dead Space is for that one shtick. They're going to have to put up with us. Alright. Now that that's all done, I want to thank you all for stopping by. I love the AI trying desperately to find a place to stand. And they keep bumping into each other. I think they sorted themselves out. Okay, there we go. Ferb's laughing. Alright. So, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I hope you guys had a good time. Excuse me. As always, all of the social links are beneath this video, both here on Twitch and on YouTube, including links to my Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can support me. And that will get you access to all kinds of things, depending on your tier, but everybody at the base level gets access to the Discord, where you can chit-chat with me and everybody else, and look at memes and videos of my cat, and photos of my cat. Cats, I have 3. And vote on stuff like what kind of movie you want to watch during the monthly hangout, or what kind of wallpapers you want to see in the future. I would say I'd see you guys next time, but this week, and the following week, so basically, from this Friday, to next Friday, the 7th to the 14th, I will not be streaming, due to protests that are going on in the United States. Amazon owns Twitch, so in order to not generate revenue for them, I will not be streaming for that solid week. But instead, if you are in the Discord, we will be watching stuff on all of the days I would normally be streaming. So, on Friday, we will be watching some movies and stuff. I believe we're going to start with the Werewolf Mystery Science Theater, because that was the one that got the second most votes. And Ferb in particular, I know you were excited to see that one, so... I love the werewolf movie. I watched it enough times that Mike was genuinely sick of it for a while, so that's pretty funny. That's another one that I have memorized. I have memorized the mashup song that they sing at the end, too. Can it hold up to Puma Man? Yes. I think that they are both excellent. There's a reason that they're 2 of my favorites, so. But yes, once again, thank you all for stopping by. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and a great rest of this week and next week if I don't see you in the Discord. And in that case, I will see you guys all... Oh gosh, when is the next stream day? If I'm taking this week off. I can't actually see my calendar from here. Hold on. Let's look at an actual calendar. So... I will see you guys again on the 17th. There we go. I'll mark that I'm on vacation on here afterwards. But yes, thank you all once again for stopping by. I hope that you had a great time, and I hope that I'll see you on the 17th when we resume streaming. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers over on Patreon, and give a special shout out to Jack Fox, Old Monster, A Ferb Among Us, Zeno, Dizarin, Revolution 72, The Dr. Fat, Eudemon, Gilver, and Arachnia.
Thank you guys so much for your continued